Hello, and welcome to the sands by night, by the light of the silvery moon, for what will be our level 13 episode of Red Reborn. I thought we'd do something a little bit different for this one. I had an unfortunate death in the end of my normal run through the sands. I normally do most of the quests when I'm doing a sands run, including all the walk-ups. But we got smashed up in the mines quest, which is very unusual for me. Granted, I was not really paying full attention, sort of listening to music and what have you, and a red crown caster accounted for me in very short order. So we're going back in there for a modicum of revenge into the Maraud the Mines quest. But I also am going to try and show the Chains of Flame, which would not typically be run on a leveling run due to the length of time it takes to actually reach the quest and then to actually complete it. And I thought we could try the against the Demon Queen pre-raid as well, and the raid. So this might be quite a long one. Apologies if that's not your thing. There's always fast forward on the video. Quite a nice one to do if you plan to spend any time at the cap. I'm thinking Red is going to spend time at the cap with this, because this is going to be nominally his end build now, the Arti. And why would I say that? Well, the heroic, completing it on heroic, the Sands, the three main quests, the Whiz King, Chains of Flame and Offer of Blood, and then the raid itself, sorry, the pre-raid and then the raid, makes you eligible for the epic version, and the epic version grants greater tokens of the 12, is completable very quickly, let's say in about 3 minutes, by any character who has ranged capability. And those greater tokens of the 12 can be quite useful in upgrading items, and it just so happens I have very few left to my name, so it might be quite nice to have access to that raid, to sort of every 3 days or so be able to accumulate the odd token if we are planning to spend some time at the cap. Can we get oh, I was hoping we could get some bronze tokens for the Sands vendor from that. Maybe from this one. There we go, bronze tokens. Bronze tokens, if you didn't know, can be used to obtain the items that could normally drop in wilderness boss chests from the, I think, what's he called? Is he called I think it's called the vendor thing. It's called Masai Imports, and it's found in the wilderness area, in the public area of the sands. I think it's 625 tokens you have to pay, so you do have to spend a bit of time collecting them. But as mentioned in a prior video, you can run round the rares in the wilderness, collecting maybe 10 of these things in each rare chest, so it does go reasonably quickly. And I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? what kind of things might you want to collect? Well, Ring of Spell Storing is a standout one for anybody with casters, and you're able to carry 2 different versions of that on your caster if you really wanted to. You could have a legendary version with 5 charges of mnemonic, I can never say this word, mnemonic aid, and then you can also have the epic version which has 3 charges and is usable from level 20, so nice for leveling too. Come on. I don't recommend ending up in that lava. I've had a couple of quests fail for landing in there because I've not been able to find a way out then. Oh, can we collect that? Nice. More of these things and we'll be done. Oh, looks like we've got a Reaper up there. One more. I don't think that'll be tokens, no. The special things like elementals don't tend to drop tokens. That'll do. I think we've got a mysterious remnant weekend on at the moment. That's why they're all dropping like cookies at the moment. Right, so that was a fitting revenge for the sad death that befell us. I mean, I couldn't seem to salvage the quest because I couldn't find a shrine in here. I'm guessing there is one somewhere, but I don't know where. So we had to teleport out with our tail between our legs in that one. Right, so beginning the reasonably long trek to the Chains of Flame, and I'm hoping that I can both remember the way to said quest and also the way to complete said quest, because it's been a long time for both. I think I've just turned round on myself, haven't I? I do that so often in here. So the first thing we're looking for is this expanse of water, which is also an explorer.
This is one of 2 locations in all Menechtarun where water can be found.
Then I look for this bridge, which we can see in front of us, and we turn right. We're going to sort of circle round this area, gain some elevation so we can actually use that bridge. And then once we get to that point, there, it pretty much takes you along without having to pay too much attention to the route because there's only one way you can really go, which is nice. This is one of these quests. When I first tried this area, I was right next to the quest entrance, sort of running around exploring, but it was very clear that there was a huge difference in elevation between where I was down on the ground and the quest entrance, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to reach it, so that was a somewhat frustrating experience. In fact, this is one of the quests where it really does feel like an achievement to finally reach the quest entrance. I kid you not. So there are two sort of rites of passage for fledgling adventurers, in my opinion, in this one. The first being to actually reach the quest, the second being to complete it. And this is a toughie as well, because I think there are very few shrines in it, so for a caster as well that would be an issue. For us, we're relying on mana to heal, so, and for some of our special abilities. I'm going to knock that down to Reaper 1. I'm going to take Quicken off our heals, and we're going to try and heal only out of combat to make the maximum saving on mana. I should probably not cast Armour of Speed, just the trance thing. We're up to 14 minutes now on Greater Heroism clickable. By default that should be 11. For some reason it doesn't apply to our shield clickable, unfortunately, but 14 of Greater Heroism is, well, great. I think the quest is going to last well beyond that, unfortunately. Just hoping it's one of these things like riding a bike where I will remember the paths as they come. I'm sure I'll go wrong at some stage, but come on. Try and snag that remnant. Okay, so waiting until out of combat. I think there's only one option at the start. We have to turn left so we can open that locked door eventually. I'm going to try and make a big pile of these things for our AoE. That was probably about as good as it gets. So we're going left again because there's another locked door there. Can we do the same as we did last time, perhaps? Yeah, that was good. Okay. Are you all going to step into my parlour? Not bad. Yeah, any sort of elementally method type thing doesn't drop the nice things that I would like. The bronze tokens. Let's cuddle the theory, but I hope everything else comes to us. Okay, maybe I waited a bit too long there. Not going to help them cancelling my spells. That's one for Glitch. Our collectible obsessive in the bear party. Crikey, they're cancelling all the spells, aren't they? Right, pay close attention to the keys dropping. Make sure you pick those up, because those are the key, for want of a better term, to advancing the quest. And also these slaves, they're a mandatory objective. We have to find, I think it's 16 in all. You find 15 and it tells you it's okay, but the 16th one gets you the royal guard key, is it, or something, which gives you access to the final room. So appreciating the extra movement speed from the top tier of our battle engineer tree. No changes to gear enhancements. We've just continued to go into the racial tree. I'm looking for the tactic DCs and eventually some, I can't click on it there, but ranged power will be there. And on the bottom we've got some fortification and constitution, so not terrible. And that is the door we are going through. I think eventually we have to come back and go up there to the back to where we started. Oh no, the baked dwarf room. I think bluff is the way to... Oh, maybe our bluff wasn't high enough, so I don't think we had an option there to save the dwarf, the poor thing. Okay. I'm pretty sure for anybody who has bluff high enough, you can bluff the guy and you do actually have an option to save the dwarf there, but most of the things, of the dialogue options, result in the poor thing being cooked. I don't think he is dead yet. I think he disappeared, yeah, because he's supposed to drop a key.
A heavy key slips from Uncor's grasp as he falls.
Lovely. Keep moving the stuff. I could stop and try and shoot the stuff up the top, but I think we'll try and save that until we actually get there. Oh, Fear Reaper, gotta go, gotta go. Okay. Help the slaves. Don't know if this has a key as well, does it? No. There must be a key on the floor though, which I certainly didn't pick up. There we go. Yeah, that's a big cause of... Oh, we've still not got... I think it must be counting the people up above us. So I can't heal properly while they were still there. Yeah, so we're going all the way back now, I think, to the start point, which I think is up this way. Still can't get a proper heal. Yeah, at least I found the way back relatively painlessly. Oh, okay. There's a no trap box. Maybe the box is on the other side of all this. Oh my god. Several mistakes there. No And we do have fire resist, but I could have put fire shield. Was there actually a box here or not? Or did we just have to run through that? Ah. Took it just in case we could get a trap bonus. Maybe we can later on. Okay. No idea why I chose to stop there under fire to do that. Let's try an invis so we can actually open this lever. I think the one shrine that there actually is in here is behind the door to my left. And I don't think we will pass it. So maybe we should make use of it now. I don't think we'll pass it again. Okay. So far not too bad. I've done better than expected in the not getting lost stakes, but there's still plenty of time for that, believe me. I think cold will be alright, won't we? I don't think there's anything casts cold in here, is there? I think some of these cast sonic things, don't they? Oh, let's throw it on anyway. So again, using the displacement as the cue to re-trigger my trance ability from the Harper tree, because they're on the same timer, but it doesn't tell you when the trance runs out. So when the displacement disappears, I know it's time to re-click my know the angles. There's a crown over there. How many slaves have we got left? 8.
The updrafts in this volcanic cavern are searingly hot.
Ooh.
Yet they still offer respite from the stifling air of the city.
I think we were talking in the comments, weren't we, about immersion and sort of relating that to the happenings in the quest. One of you was mentioning immersion. Well, things like that where I didn't help my own cause by completely ignoring the fact that they were there, but when something like that completely takes you by surprise, and it's like, oh, especially when the bear is also in the quest and we have a sort of a few moments of panic. Am I going the right way, going down there? I am not sure. I guess we'll find out. Oh! Oh no! Can I find a box? Okay. Still not getting proper healing, are we? That's the problem with stuff all over the place. Come on, fire. I think this is an optional. Is it the Minotaur one, this? No, this is a must-do. There's a key behind this.
You hear muffled howls and the clatter of arms from the enemy's hallway. The firebrands are preparing their defense.
I guess it must be afterwards. Yeah, I remember saying that we can do most of the things that the rogue can do. Well, it's true, but we don't pick up evasion on this build until very late in the epics. So on that score, we have to be a lot more careful than the roguey type would. Where's the damn box for this thing? Is it all the way up here, or is that for a different trap? Okay, Overseer, you need to go on the floor. And he didn't. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay. Yeah, I think he would have made quite a mess of us. So we got the key. We need to pull this, I think. Our armor class helped us there to be able to pull the lever without taking all the mashing from the people up on the top. No more slaves in here, I don't think. Okay. Is that trap still gonna... No. So the box up there was for the blade thing. I have a feeling we might have missed something, but we're going to keep going. It'll become clear if we have, because we'll come to a key where there's no... sorry, a door where there's no key for it. Have I just gone... No, I haven't. I was thinking I'd just gone round in a circle. I certainly haven't. That's another cue to help you decide if you're in a new area. Definitely if you are still seeing opponents spawning, you're in a new place. Oh god. No. Come on. Soul, yes please. Oh, treasure bag, yes please, thank you.
This terrace of the burning city is not as oppressively hot as below.
I'm getting into the upper reaches now. I just hope I haven't missed anything down below. Packmaster, you need to go. Am I right in thinking there is also a trap in here? Maybe not. There's a trap in here, isn't there, I think? No? Got traps on the brain. Okay. For some reason I always go left, so I'm going left. Whenever there's a choice between right and left in a quest, I'll always veer towards the left. So much so that a couple of the Bear Party members know it and have commented on it. Try and viz again, try and viz. What I really should have done there would have been to have shot the people on the top rather than being lazy. Could have cost me my life. Now, have we got a little spot here where we can heal properly? No. The solution to that will be the reconstruct spell coming later, which will heal us very nicely even through the Reaper nerf. Oh, a little bit of lag there. And again, I'm still waiting for that second heal to take effect. Maybe it's not going to. I think it just ate that second heal.
A troop of archers ranged along a defensive wall.
Okay.
Challenges and insults.
Do we have any slaves here to free? No, I don't think so. And this I know is the Minotaur optional. Oh! Maybe I'm wrong again. Maybe it's not the Minotaur optional. Could we have gone this way as well? And we got a slave there. Oh no! My god. Can I heal properly? No. Oh, this is going to be a real pain. This is how Reaper mode used to be, where you couldn't, the healing was always nerfed like this. There wasn't this business of out of combat and having full heals. So it was just such a pain to, I suppose bringing a hireling along would have been the solution, but then you're messing about with the hireling. I just don't want to get caught in the trap again. Okay, as per system, we're going to go left again. So we can see, I think, the crowd control on that, the knockdown, is working very well. Oh, so we've got to go down here to get a key for that door. Why don't we use our... Can I clear out the annoying beggars up on the top as well once this Reaper's gone? Who else is shooting us? You. Is that everybody dealt with? No, it isn't. There's still some more. Okay, finally. Check round for the odd slave in here, yeah. 3 to go. Have we got any down the other end? I haven't bothered too much with the breakables here. I'm more concerned about staying alive. Have we got any slaves down here? I'll check that if we need to. I still can't get a proper heal. I can't buy a heal. That's another reason mana is a bigger issue here. Come on, hammer him. Okay, so we've got several slaves there. Don't forget the key. So we want one more slave. It says free. It's deceptive. This. It says we've completed the 15, but we need one more to get this. This royal guard key. And there's no mention of that here. So that can be a source of frustration in this particular quest. So just going back now, hoping we find another slave along the way. Gonna rebuff. I think it's just fire really that we need to worry about, isn't it? Maybe electric as well. We've got the odd cloak thing left, but let's try to...
This arcane library reeks
okay,
of
now
menace
what
and
do we...
despair. A halfling slumps at a low table unaware
Oh, slave.
of your arrival.
Is that it? Did we... Yes, it said there we obtained the royal key, so that's the 16 slaves we needed. I think we have to take this one's blindness curse, don't we? So we can progress. So then we have to do... remove curse and remove blind. I think that works. And now we have all these ogre mages to deal with. Plus a fear reaper over there. I'm not convinced they're all gone. There is a little... are they all gone? No, two more. It's only an optional, mind, but there's a little chest as a reward. Two more mages in the library. I think we go back and speak to the guy here. I'm not sure how much of that, all that was optional and how much was mandatory to progress, but happy we got through it in one piece. Mana looks reasonably good. I think we're approaching the end. It was our bear actually who first provided the impetus for me to go on and have a good go at this. She was the one who, because I would always skip it in the leveling process. She was the one who got in here and completed it for the first time in our group. I think it took her around an hour of wandering around that first time, and of course it was challenge accepted then. Once she'd completed it, I had to oh no, looking for a box. I had to go and try and match it, didn't I? Which eventually I did. Maybe there isn't a box for these? Oh yeah. If I'd have had anything about me, I would have checked beforehand. We've already got the maximum trap bonus, so I could have just left that comfortably. I think we're almost there. Maximum prejudice. Come on, we ain't failing now. I think we got rid of the legions that were waiting for us up here. Oh, hello. Stay out. I think there's some people firing down from the top there we need to be a bit wary of. Yeah. There were 2 crowns. They can really mess up your day, can't they? So I wasn't taking any chances. Not this close to the end. Let's see if we can get a proper heal here. Yes. Okay, that's the last one for the displacement. Happy ladder bug. Oh, we've still got a bit of a ways to go here. I was thinking we were almost at the end. That's why I triggered the last displacement. Oh, now then. Are we not almost at the end here? Yes. Okay. So let's trigger our defences here. Hood of Unrest, Radiant Force Field, and just go in there and make war. Oh, come on, lag, don't do this. There's a copious amount of lag here. If it costs us the win, I'm going to be very upset. I don't think it's going to. We had too much for them there. Good stuff. So you can see there, 23,000 XP. It's equivalent to sort of one of the Ravenloft quests, but takes 3 times as long to complete. I would say that's a reasonable completion time for this quest, under half an hour. So you can see why people don't do it. Still happy to have got through. We now go back to the main sands area. Hand in our 3 main quests and pick up the Against the Demon Queen pre-raid. I've got the handy riddle solver open for the ADQ. Any of you who've not done that before might not know there's a riddle at the start that sort of establishes what order you should do the sections in. If you do them in the wrong order, you end up in this kind of prison section. That one I've already done. I think I just had this one to hand in. That's the Chains of Flame. So now we go and see Zawabis. He's up here on the top of the just tell him that you've found the 3 objects that he seeks. And Against the Demon Queen is bestowed. So now I have to remember how to get there, because that it's not quite as bad as the getting to Chains of Flame, but it's a bit of an adventure in itself reaching that quest. So I think we start off. How do we get to the... And we start off at the mines, don't we? And then instead of going right towards Chains of Flame, we go left. We want to be looking for that, is it Serpent Pass, Snake Pass or something like that? I think I probably have just about the right approach to this. Just doing it once in a while, just for a bit of something different. The rest of the chain is perfectly doable. I mean, especially the main 2, the Offer of Blood and Whisking, give decent experience. Whisking, you need to know a little bit the mechanics of the quest and what you're doing there. But the Offer of Blood is a fairly straightforward thing, as long as you remember not to stop too long, because things are constantly respawning in there. There's 1 or 2, Serpent's Pass it was. There's 1 or 2 in there, that's the bridge we're looking for. We're going to circle round and get on that. One or two in the bear party who just don't like this area at all. I mean, there's so much content available now around these levels, especially with the emergence of the new Menechtarun, which I think is a level 13 as well. So no need whatsoever to go in here if you don't particularly fancy it. I think that tree, that little tree, is one of my cue points for where to go. And then same as for Chains of Flame, once we get to one of these bridges here, it kind of takes you along a circle round and to the right, across another bridge, and I think we're more or less there. There we go.
At the end of this corridor lies the court of Layla.
I must say, for the long runs to quests like these, the horses are an absolute godsend, aren't they?
You stand in the antechamber of
Right,
Layla's
so I mentioned the riddle, here it is.
An ancient tome radiates malice.
So it's giving an order here. Poisoner is the first. Poisoner, hungry, knight. So these are all...
And the court of Layla opens, beckoning you further into the...
Poisoner, hungry, knight is... bat, octopus, monkey. Okay. So let's give ourselves a few... I know there are certain trapped sections in here. Hopefully we'll be able to disable them and not have to suffer too much with our lack of evasion. We do have a decent reflex save with our insightful reflexes. 41 there is very good for the level we're at, so I wouldn't expect us to fail completely. We'd just be taking half damage hopefully most of the time. Oh, those things are quite tough. And they won't group together to help me either.
A massive platform supported by pillars rises above the demon-guarded intersection.
Oh, he's tough too, wow. He's resistant to our damage. Let's go ahead and clear out all these things.
Extending every direction. Gibbering voices rise from a locked hatch, along with the stench of unclean death.
So this section here, down there, is where you end up locked up if you do the things in the wrong order. So, let's just recap. We had bat, octopus, monkey. So where is that the bat? Nope. That's the bat.
A plaque bearing a stylized bat is mounted above this door.
It's obviously giving a clue as to what is in each section, the thing at the top. So, bats, method. I'm pretty sure there are some horrible traps as well in here.
Churned by the beating of innumerable wings.
Can we disable them? Please say we can. Oh God, no. There is a safe... oh! There's a safe way to go, but I can't remember what the safe way is. I think if you hug one of the walls, this wall, maybe? Can we please find a box for these things? No. Enough pussyfooting around. Still more. Find a box. Yes! Sneaky box. Oh my god. A sneaky box and sneaky opponents, and now I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, this is not good. There's some more immersion for you. Oh! Can I get round and disable that as well? I'm guessing we're going to have some more of the same problem if I do. Okay. Once bitten, twice shy. Any more? Yeah, I think there was another one, but...
End of the shrine, demonic glyphs glow with
Okay, not too bad. Let's heal and then... Oh!
a tortured
Oh
voice
my
howls.
god. So we've ended up in the jail. I've inadvertently shown it to you. I don't know why. Crikey. I actually got an optional out of it, but I wouldn't have chosen to be in here, that's for sure. Come on. Is there another? There's another thing down there. So what went wrong there? What on earth went wrong? Well, oh, and the ladder bug again, there you go. For anybody who's not seen the ladder bug, where have you been these last few years? Oh, is there more than one lever to pull? Or do I have to just go through quickly? Okay. Is it going to close up quite sharpish? Right, well, let's double check the thing. It said poison. Oh, I've read the wrong thing. The bat wasn't the first one. It was the scorpion, the poisoner. The scorpion is the first one. Well, at least we've cleared out the bat section. So, scorpion northwest. So as daft as it sounds, I was actually going the right way the first time and turned away from it.
a plaque bearing a
Now,
stylized
scorpion, I don't think this has any traps, which is a bonus. Actually, it does. It has some poison traps, doesn't it, towards the end.
crumbles away, revealing a seething nest of venomous scorpions.
Come on, then. That's beautiful. Well done, matey. I think, yeah, this smells of traps. That's the objective, but there's definitely some traps down here. Can we possibly disable them? Oh, crikey, we can, but they're... Something about to pop up there. It looked like it was. Oh my god. when you've quite finished people. Dearie me, this is a gauntlet, isn't it? Okay, I'm expecting another. Yeah, I thought there would be. If we were so... Oh my god. If we were so inclined, we could probably just YOLO through there, but we don't particularly fancy that. And we might get a little bonus for getting these. Is that everything? Oh, it is now. Okay, good stuff. Oh, displacement just wore off. Let's boost. I don't like this one bit. We're in trouble here. This time, rather than sending us to the abyss, we get to face off against the Prince of Swords. If I had a DDO, I would send us back to the start. As it is, we're going to have to walk there. Okay. So the second one is the bat, isn't it? Southeast. I think there'll be one or two traps down here still active, but aside from that, we've cleared it, haven't we? So we stuck to this wall, and then to that wall. Those traps are disabled. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, treasure bag, we'll have that.
The Rakshasa
Okay. Oh, let's not forget the traps. Doing it in the reverse order. I bet you I get lit up by the damn things. Oh, I knew it. So the third one is the octopus northeast, and we have a big advantage in this area. Can be quite nasty, but the fact that we can breathe underwater, we don't need to breathe underwater rather, is really going to help us here.
The water in these flooded tunnels is cold and
I think we're looking for some kind of a lever down here, aren't we? Is it down there?
Hidden among the submerged blocks of stone.
So we pull the lever, the way forward opens and then closes and traps you in there, and you're basically doomed to either, see there we're trapped now, you're doomed to either find the lever using backspace that's going to progress you further, and with limited breath panic can ensue here, and often does with me. See, I can't find the lever. Where is the damn lever? I'm actually very glad that we are warforged here, because I would be dead by now. It's the damn lever. You can see the key we're looking for, that key, that's what we're after, but I can't find the lever. It's somewhere up in the ceiling. Well, This is an inglorious moment. I'm sure it's up here somewhere. No? Do we just have to... It said there was something to... No? I think the trap is in there around the key. But we ain't gonna get to the key if we can't... If we can't find this lever. Where the heck is it? Oh, this is embarrassing. Ah, there we go, finally. So you can imagine with time pressure, wandering around looking for that. I don't know it. I think it might be in different places. I think I can remember it's been on the floor in the past. We'll just rush through and collect the key quickly and get out of here because I don't fancy being down there with all those traps. Which way am I going? I'm going the wrong way. No, don't die, don't die! Can we get through there? Or is it down there I've got to go? I'm sure if we stay high, we're okay on the trap front, but is it through there we've got to go? Yeah, looks like it. So there is a hidden chest down here. Again, when you're in breathing trouble, the last thing you're going to do is stop to mess about with a chest. So now as long as we stay high, we should be clear of those traps. And as soon as I pop out of the water, I'm going to heal. Okay. Normal service has been resumed. We're all God mindful. I'll take your soul.
The familiar shape of the Prince of Swords.
Okay, the bad news is we can't just DDO back out of here. We've got to go. I think we can. It's much easier on the way back, isn't it? We don't have to go over the traps. Can I get through there? No. So how do I... Is there a lever or something to pull? How do I get back? Do I have to go back this way? Ah, maybe we do have to go through the traps. Oh, bugger. Yeah, this area kind of cries out for a DDO, doesn't it? Just to make it a bit more convenient. I could have picked up Mikhail the Pious, the level 11 fighter hireling, which would have given me 2 charges, I think, of DDO. So, Scorpion, Bat, Octopus, Monkey, East.
A plaque bearing a stylized monkey shrieks, howls and peals of vicious laughter.
Crikey, there's a lot of those beggars. I don't have too many displacement charges left, so I'm trying to look after them a bit. And also the boosts are a little bit limited. And the buffs have run out, haven't they? Let's just do the main ones. Oh, electric, okay. We'll do electric as well. Jump. I think there might be a timed section somewhere in here. Right, we're going to need Featherfall. I think we need to pull this, and then we need to go all the way to the other side and get through before it...
You hear the clatter of a portcullis rising to the south.
Oh, to the south. Oh, I made a mistake there then, okay. Have to do it again. So we've got to go all the way down there. Oh, the portcullis didn't rise, did it? Do you know, I'm doing everything you would want not to do. The Chains of Flame went really well. This one is being a disaster so far. Did it actually work? No? It didn't say anything that time. I think it did. When it comes back up, so we've got... Yeah, we don't have much time. Okay, we made it. Oh, you can stop that. I think where they are is where we need to be. So another lever challenge. So what happens this time? This time I think we go across there, don't we? Let's put the Featherfall back on. No! We made it. Hopefully it won't be as bad getting back as it was getting here. If nothing else, I think we've illustrated well enough why people would skip this during the leveling too. Yeah, I think it's relatively straightforward to get back, thankfully. So, monkey is down. Where are we? Wolf and then snake. Hopefully we've left a couple of the easier ones for last. Southwest.
A plaque
If you're in
bearing a
any doubt
stylized
what the
wolf
plaque is, it tells you as you're going past it what there is there.
You hear frantic scratching and whining in the cages.
Okay, ooh, hounds. Waiting. Ooh. What did he use? Acid. Do we have acid protection? We do now. I think this is just melee, thankfully, no traps. These things are nasty. Oh, there's Sonic there as well, which we don't have. Let's put that on as well. Okay. Nice.
The prince's image has returned. He glares at your party with glittering anger.
So that was probably one of the easier ones, wasn't it? And the last one is the snake. I'm guessing there'll be some poison in there somewhere along the line. Yuan tea, maybe? Where is the snake? West.
A plaque bearing a stylized snake is mounted above this door.
And if it is Yuan tea, we're liable to not see them until they're on top of us.
Damp feet against stone. The head is transparent.
Immune to the troglodyte sickness, that's nice.
A troglodyte convoker. Without the support of the convoker's spell, the collapses.
Yeah, there's quite a few different opponents types in here, which has led to a few nice monster manual entries. And we don't have our Dread Isle cap, which was giving true seeing, so against the displaced enemies we are having a bit of trouble.
No longer seems amused.
But it's only situational. If it was an end boss, I could always swap the cap around. And that's it. We can go up the main stair. We could shrine if needed. I don't think it's needed. We've got 5 boosts. We've got a charge of displacement cloak left. Got plenty of mana.
6 plaques are arrayed above this gate, each bearing the stylized image of
So
an
if memory serves, we're going to fight the... Oh, we've got these to do first. Okay. We've got the... There you go. That was quite a big bonus for the Efreet Hunter. I think that was 8,000 or 9,000. Trying to make a bigger group for the AoE attack. Okay, and this smells like the end.
You look upon the mighty form of the Maraud.
I think the other things are going to engage us first, and then she will. Come on then. Sometime today, before all the buffs wear off. She's nasty. Let's just heal ourselves up before we go. I think we just face her again, and once that's done, we are victorious.
Queen Layla blinks back at the sun, completely unharmed and hissing with fury. As Queen Layla
Yes.
sense of oppression lifts
Happy days. Okay, I stuttered and spluttered, but we got there in the end.
of eternity.
So yeah, another half hour. So you can count, maybe, unless you're really good at doing the pathing and all that, you can count maybe an hour for the pre-raid and the chains of flame together. The good news is, if you were looking for some, the raid itself is very short. I'm definitely going to show it. I'm just wondering what difficulty I should put.
At the end of this corridor lies
If
the
I
poor
put
Layla, the demon queen.
if I put Reaper, I can't heal properly, and that could be a big issue. We just recall, and thankfully he's going to teleport us to the final raid. We don't have to go through wandering down this way again. I have a feeling she's going to mash us if we put Reaper, but we're going to try. As one of the bear parties fond of saying, what's the worst that could happen?
Wizard king summoned Layla to Eberron. The air is sulphurous and corrupt.
Death or glory, people. Don't think there's anything in here that can dispel spells, so hopefully we'll have all our resistances and things all the way, for what that's worth. Okay. Should probably go with fire shield cold as well. Oh, when we change the weapon, I think we lose the weapon attachment, don't we, on our main weapon, so I should be careful with that. No YOLOing. What's that? They just put feeble something or other. Can I do a restore to get rid of that? Okay. Any more for any more? I thought so. And you lot can just stay here. Right. We go to meet our destiny. Full of hope, anticipation, fear. Oh God, that's not good.
With genie tricks, you will pray for death before the end.
Now where is she? I need to find her and be shooting her instead of messing about with those archers, because they respawn. I wish we had evasion. Oh, she's up there, is she?
See how my enemies prance about like jester.
Can I... Hood of Unrest? Nope. Where did she go? I need to find her. There she is. Oh, she's blurry as well. I think this is it, people. Yes, yes. Illustration of the shortness of the raid. It's as short as that in Epic. Do we get any nice raid loot? I don't think so. Just double check. I don't think we do. Apologies, Brian, for the shambolic state of this inventory. No, I don't think there's anything in there, is there? But we got the completion. We got the job done. So we were amply up to the task, really, of facing her on Reaper 1. It would have been made a lot easier if we'd had evasion there, so we were not getting smashed by those spinning things. But aside from that, I think we did a pretty decent job in there, so I will take that as something a little bit different. Where am I going? I've got to go back to Zawabis, haven't we? I think I've been on for more than long enough for one episode anyway. Hope that was okay for you. Apologies for the length, but for the sake of completeness I wanted to include everything. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I'll speak to you next time. Take care.